Hello, everybody. It's Joni here from Joni's Journals. How are you today? I'm here to do a Christmas craft. Just taking a sip of my drink. I'm here to do a Christmas craft with you today. And it is a 3D Christmas tree. But before I do that, excuse me, I just wanted to say that I am overwhelmed by the response to my Advent project for the 2023 DD Advent collaboration that Tracy Fox is running. I can't say enough. I haven't even gotten around to answering all the comments. I've been busy at work, but I'm delighted that you liked it. I didn't really think that it was going to go over so well. If you haven't seen it, I only have the plain one in front of me here right now, but I made a Christmas folio. Well, not really so much a Christmas folio because it doesn't really have any Christmas trees or anything on it, but I did use some papers from Tracy's kit. And I added some of the ephemera on the front. And for those of you who have seen it, you will know that it was quite a trial for me to actually get the video filmed. I do have another DD Advent project planned for tomorrow. In fact, I have two. But I wanted to do this. I had seen this on the Graphic 45 YouTube page. And although I'm not using anything Graphic 45, I just pulled out some old papers that I had. This is a paper studio, which I believe is Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I don't even have a price on here, but I'm pretty sure it's Hobby Lobby. And I just had to try it. The lady that did it, it was so cute. I believe her name was Gina. I'll look it up and I will try to link the video or at least provide the information. She did it and I was just like, wow, I have to try that. So as you can see, excuse me, I seem to have a frog. I have created a couple of them. I've done stitching on mine. You absolutely do not have to do stitching on yours. This was the first one I made, and I attached this one with the the dimensional tape, the thick tape, and I put that down the middle. You're never going to be able to see it. And then what I did was I glued the points of each point of the tree down to the paper, thinking that this part might puff out more. It really didn't, and I just decided that that was not going to be something I would continue doing, because then I did this one this morning. As you can see, it has a little clip on it. I'm gluing a bow to the top. Let me see if I can give you the effect. I think the glue will stay long enough for us to look at it. This one I just glued down the center when I attached it to the paper, and I left the corners free, and I think it gives a better effect or a cuter effect. This one is still great. I am going to use it as a Christmas decoration. I have marked them on the back, Christmas 2023, and I've signed it. So what I'll probably do is I'll just stand them around the house as a little bit of an extra decoration for the Christmas season. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't trust myself, I'm going to clip that clip back on to hold my bow on for a little while longer until I feel that it's sturdy. So I figured I would come along and teach you how to do it. So I began making my little tree branches, but I left some of them to be done together. And again, what I did was I took an 8x8. These are 8x8 sheets. I took an 8x8 and I cut it down to 8x6. And I attached it to another piece of red cardstock, which was 9x7, Joni, get it right. And then I attached it to a piece of 110 pounds white cardstock. You can see I have to trim this up. I didn't measure it exactly. And so it makes it a little bit of a sturdy card that will stand up. So I can use that one as a decoration as well. Okay, let me tell you what you're going to need. I ended up using 3 sheets of 8x8 paper. I had to sort them around because I wanted to make it in a variety of patterns. I picked 4 patterns, and I ended up, once I started cutting, really only using 3 sheets of the 8x8 paper to have enough to make my little branches. So what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to cut a variety of sizes. You need a 6x6, which is the biggest one. That's this one. You're going to need to cut a sheet to 5.5 by 5.5. You're going to need to cut a sheet to 5 by 5. You're going to need one 4.5 by 4.5, 4 by 4, 3.5 by 3.5, 3 by 3, 2.5 by 2.5, and 2 by 2. And that will give you the variety of sizes for your branches, okay, or your limbs. I'm calling them branches. And what you're going to do is, the lady that I watched said that this is called a teacup fold. I don't really know it as that. And so you take your paper, your complete and total square, and what you do is you fold it over and you make a triangle. My cutter is still not feeling well, so it's not cutting my pieces of paper exactly straight, but that doesn't really matter. If you can see on this one, some of my edges are off, but you can't even really tell. With the pattern paper, it's not going to show up that badly. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it into a triangle. You're going to open it up, and then you're going to, on the reverse side, you're going to fold it into a triangle again. I am using my bone folder to hold my creases down just because it makes it a little bit easier. So you're going to open it up and it's going to look like this. I'm going to show you on the white side because it's a little bit easier to see. And you're going to have 4 little triangles. Now, because I'm using directional paper, I want my prints to show up facing in the right direction. So what I do is I take my piece of paper and I put the paper in the direction that it should be, facing up. And you're going to pull your corners across and you're going to match them. And then you're going to do the same on this side. You're going to tuck them in like so. And you're going to end up with yet another triangle. Okay, and I'm going to fold it with my bone folder. And see, mine is not perfect because, like I said, my papers are off a little, but it's okay. If you don't get yours perfect, don't worry about it. Okay, so now this is what we've done. We've folded across this way. We have folded across this way. We ended up with our square of paper again. In this case, I want the direction, because it is directional, I want it upright. We folded it and we bended it this way. We've tucked it in and bended it this way. And we've come up with another triangle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take one of your corners, so you still have your other one underneath, and you're going to fold it over into the middle. Okay, mine I have not been coming out perfectly straight, but again, it doesn't matter. Then you're going to take your other side and you're going to lift it up. You're going to lift up that top triangle. You see, you still have that underneath. And you're going to fold that over into the center. Mine, again, is not perfectly straight. I'm going to do my best to straighten it out. But it's really not going to matter if you're not straight up here, because you're not going to see that part anyway. And then you're going to end up with something that looks like this. Okay, I'm going to turn it over so you can see what it looks like underneath. Bring it up a little closer for you. Okay. Now you're going to do that on all of your squares. I'm going to do it again, and I'm not going to talk as much. This one is really non-directional. So you're going to fold it up like this. I don't want to confuse anybody, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut while I'm doing this. I'm going to bone fold. And so now your paper looks like this. You have a triangle, okay? And you're going to take it, and you're going to do the opposite side, and you're going to fold up. I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing this straight. Again, I'm working around the tripod. I'm going to fold it and take my bone folder, and I can see here it's not perfect. But again, as you know, I am not perfect. And in fact, none of us are perfect. Okay. So now you open it up and you have your little triangles. You're going to turn it over with the pattern side facing you. Again, this is non-directional, so it doesn't matter. And what you're going to do is you're going to tuck in your two sides that way. And I'm just going to pull it like that. And you're going to end up with a triangle. I'm hoping this is not confusing anyone. And you end up with a piece that looks like this. Okay, so one more time. You folded it this way. You turned it around. You folded it this way. You brought it upright. You tucked in your two sides. You can pull up your corners to match. I find that easier. And then you're going to push down. I'm going to use my bone folder. And you're going to end up with a triangle that looks like that. Okay? You're going to lift up your top flap on the left side. And you're going to fold it down the center, like so. And pull up your top flap on the right side. And you're going to try to line them up. And you're going to fold it down the center like that. Okay, as I said, this is non-directional paper, so this piece doesn't matter. And you're going to end up with something that looks like that. Okay, I'm going to put this one aside. I tuck mine into each other in size order, as you can see I did here, just so it saves my sanity. This is our 6x6. I'm going to do it again. It's a lot of folding, but it's really, it doesn't take that long. I'm going to fold it up, corner to corner, push down. I'm going to make a sharp crease with my bone folder. See, my paper's off just a little. And I'll open it up, turn it around. And you're going to fold another triangle like so. I'm going to crease it with my bone folder. Make sure it's straight. It probably isn't. That's okay. Fold it down there. Okay. And you have your little triangles that look like that. This is directional. I want my pattern to be facing in the right direction. So I'm going to tuck in on this side, match up my corners. I'm going to tuck in on this side, match up my corners. I'm going to push down like so. And I'm just going to make sharp edges with my bone folder. I'm going to lift up the top flap on the left-hand side. I'm going to fold it into the center. Push down, lift up my top flap on the right-hand side. Fold it into the center. Then I'm going to match them up. I'm going to push down. Again, my corners didn't match, and that's okay. And so then you're going to end up with a bunch of these little triangles. Okay, I have all my little ones glued together. I did the little ones earlier because they can be a bit fiddly. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to start creating your tree. Let me grab my glue. I'm just going to make sure that it works. Put it down. What you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of glue on the top corner of your little branch or your limb or whatever you want to call it. You're going to grab the next one up in size and you're going to tuck it up inside of that one. You can space out your little triangles however you like. I have been generally going about an inch apart. Okay. Turn it over. Make sure your little triangles, well, they're not triangles. Make sure your little corners are even. Mine are not perfect. So I'm going to just tilt mine a little to make sure that I get them straight, like so. And then you're going to take the next one, pull out your next size, put a little glue on the corner again. Take your other one, tuck it in. Try to make sure it's straight. I'm going to measure because that's the way I am. It's about an inch. I'm going to turn it over. Make sure that everything lines up. It may not be perfect. I don't know about you, but I've never seen a perfect tree out in nature. So don't worry about it. Okay. Then I slide the next one on. Make sure it's about an inch. Let's turn it over. Make sure our little corners are lining up. You can see some of mine are a little lopsided. No big deal. I'm going to turn it over. See, a little less than an inch. I find that as you go up the tree, I'm just going to try and fix that one. As you go up the tree, you will find that you may want to space them a little bit closer together. Whoop, that's not my bone folder. Okay. And you can do your little repairs as you're going along like I just did. Okay, then we're going to do the next one. Okay. Yeah, as you go up, you will find that your spacing may get a little bit smaller. Like here. Let's make sure this is straight. There are a few, like I said, that I have folded that are not perfect. And now is my time that I'm going to repair my boo-boos. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And this one is a little crooked, so let's just see if we can straighten it out. I use PVA glue. It gives me enough time to play. Okay, you can use whatever glue you want. You can use whatever paper you want. I just thought that these were some fun patterns out of the pack. And so I just figured, let me make one that's red and black and white. Okay, there we go. Let's make sure. This one makes me dizzy with the stripes. See, they're not even. So again, I'm going to fix it. Of course, the lady that did the tutorial on the Graphics 45 YouTube channel, hers came out perfect. She used a heavier cardstock too. I don't know how she ever managed to do that. Mine is just paperweight. Let's make sure that's straight. There we go. I think it's straight. Let's put a little more glue. I have been watching a lot of my Foxy Crafter friends making all these beautiful paper ornaments. And I know I can probably handle making them because, again, it's just paper folding. Oh, that one's good. That one's close enough. Let's just make sure. Oh, look, it lines up perfectly. Wow, I'm so proud of myself. Let's make sure it's even on the back, although nobody's going to see the back anyway. But I made my first one. I made with a plaid. I was so mad at myself. I'm not a perfectionist, but I guess I'm OCD. My plaid didn't match up right. The lines weren't straight, and it was on the back of the tree. No one's ever going to know, but I knew. Okay, let's make sure our corners are, our little limbs are straight again. Okay. There we go. I am going to, even though this is not an Advent project, my glue is having a tummy ache. Let me just see if what's stuck in here. I'm going to link the Advent calendar in the description box below the video because I am just so proud of everyone on the crafting team, the creative design team, the Foxy Crafters creative design team. Everyone so far has been coming up with the most adorable projects using the kit, and I'll link that too. Okay, that's the top of our tree. Oh, and there we go. There is your tree. Isn't that fun? And it's just, oh, it's just so much fun. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to attach my tree to my paper. And what I've been doing is I've been lining up the point on the bottom branch. Again, I called it a branch. You can see mine are coming out all different sizes. And that's why I said you can space your pieces of paper as far apart as you want. I've been, like I said, I've been tending, let me put this back on here before my bow falls off. I have been tending to go about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch. So you can see it does not really matter how you space them, because no matter what the size, they still look kind of cute. And I'm not being vain. I just really think they're cute. Okay. So now you can see I've got it centered thereabouts, and I've got it pretty much straight. So it fits nicely right on the paper. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it down to the background. I'm just checking to make sure we're still recording, because like I said, if you watch my Advent video, I was day number 8. We have gotten in our house, we have gotten a new internet service. I have gotten a new phone because my old phone did an update. And because my phone was an older phone, I'm just lining this up and trying to get it straight. My phone was an older phone, and it couldn't handle the update. And my storage went to nil, and I couldn't record a video. I recorded a video last Saturday that I could not upload until just this past Tuesday because I did not have enough storage and it wouldn't let me hold a video or upload a video. I'm just picking this up to make sure my tree's a little crooked. I'm just gonna do my best to try to straighten it out. I don't know if it's the plaid making it seem crooked. No, I think it's pretty good. Okay, so there you go. That's how you make a 3D tree. You need 6 by 6, 5.5 by 5.5, 5 by 5, 4.5 by 4.5, 4 by 4, 3.5 by 3.5, 3 by 3, 2.5 by 2.5, and 2 by 2 squares to make your tree. You do not have to attach it to background like I did. You can just take the tree, and if you're doing an Advent journal, or if you happen to be following along with the 2023 Advent and you're making a journal, you can put this Christmas tree on your page of your journal. And I was playing last night, and I did take out some of the ephemera from the 2023 Advent kit. You can even, if you wanted to, Let's move these over because this one's still drying and this one has a bow. I don't want to play with it. I was tucking to see if I could tuck things in underneath, and I started tucking in the little pieces of ephemera from the kit, like so. So if you decided, oops, I'm trying to do two things at once. If you decided to add this as a page in your journal, these I don't think are gonna fit right. You could very easily use this as storage for your ephemera. You could make it a place to hold little tiny tags like this. You can just tuck it up underneath like so. And there you go. You have a cute little tuck page for your journal. If you go on to Tracy Fox's YouTube channel, she made something for, I forgot what it's called, but Rach and Bella Crafts ran a special kind of collab too this year. And she made a 3D tree and she tucked little mice into it. Hers was gorgeous. But it was the same kind of an idea where you can just tuck things into it. So if you wanted to put this as a cute little page in your journal and tuck in tags for yourself, or if you sell your journals like I do, you could leave this as a place to store extra ephemera, or even just leave it as a tuck on your page. So yeah, I hope you'll try it. I hope you will comment and tell me whether or not you did it. I hope you will comment and tell me whether or not you liked it. And if you did it and you say so, I'd like to know if you made a decorative card like this, or if you did add it to a journal page. That would be pretty awesome. The other thing I wanted to say was I have gained over 45 new subscribers as a result of this collaboration. And I want to thank Tracy from the bottom of my heart. I'm probably going to tear up. For making me a part of her team and for making me a part of this. I just can't believe the overwhelming response. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Wilma Muhlenbeek, who's also a part of our creative team. She is actually, her video's coming up today. She is day number 9. She is right after me. Where is my calendar? Oh, we're going to have a tumble. I printed out the calendar. I'm going to link it below in the video. I am day number 8. She is day number 9. She's coming up right behind me. I'm trying to see if she's doing more than one day. I can't really tell. I don't have my glasses on. But she might be. So what you need to do is click on this calendar. And what you do is you tap on the days. And everybody will come up. You'll be able to subscribe. You'll be able to comment. You'll be able to follow along. But what I did want to say is Wilma is charming and she's lovely and she's so cute. And yesterday she made one of my folios. I was crying. So yeah, this is a great place to be. But like I said, if you like it and you make it, let me know. Like I said, you can use it to tuck ephemera in. You can add a bow that hopefully stays glued. And you can just stand these up anywhere. If you decide to back them on the cardstock, you can stand them up and just use them as a cute little decoration. On this one, I added some bling. And I did go to Walmart yesterday and I did buy some adhesive pearls and I bought some more bling. And you can go ahead and you can attach these as little ornaments on the tree as well. But I'm going to go now before my husband gets home. We are putting up our tree today. And yes, I am one of those people who puts it up later in the month. And I just want to get this done before he comes in the door because he's probably going to be loud. But remember, please, like, subscribe, comment, go and look at everybody else's things that they're making. And check out the kit. It's on Tracy's Etsy. I will link that as well. And you guys just have a wonderful rest of your day or night or wherever you are. And thank you again. And I promise I am going to answer my comments this evening and probably into tomorrow. I have so many. I've had over 565 views on my video, and I'm just overwhelmed. Okay, everybody, bye for now. Big, big hugs. Love you. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, go over and check out everybody else. There's more people coming. I am back on the 23rd, and I have something a little bit milder planned. I will give you a hint, though. If you want to follow along with me on the 23rd, you're going to need some glitter and some glue. Okay? See you soon, guys and ladies. Bye-bye for now. Hugs. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hope you have a great season. See you soon. Bye-bye.